Hey, mate. Fantastic work in Polaris. You handled that like a real pro. You're still new to the Arcanum, but you're already making waves. Since you stopped Spider's plan with the Sky Anchor, I've been wondering if that might have somehow soothed Bartleby's condition. If you can stop in and pay a visit to the old tree, that'd be a real boon to the whole team here. Have to keep tabs on these things, you know. Seeing as how you're such a recent graduate, we're thinking of you as our official envoy to Ravenwood. So there you go. Have a good trip.
Welcome back to the Hall of Necrom. Unfortunately, proper decorum demands you prove yourself first. The Arbiter Proctus, Sirio Cassini, will administer the test.
Well met, young wizard. Fitzhume told me the Arcanum had a new initiate. He said you were unworthy, but he can sometimes be unfair. Judging by your attire, I can tell you have a good fashion sense. And I suspect you have a great magical aptitude as well. We will see soon enough. I am an Arcanum Sentinel sworn to protect the Spiral, but I also serve as Arbiter Proctus, testing initiates. Come in, and I will test you. You look out and wonder, where are we? Where is the library? But your thinking is too traditional. As an initiate, you must let that go. Like the Arcanum itself, this chamber exists in a place of its own, between, beneath, behind, and beyond the rings of the Spiral. Likewise, your success as an initiate depends upon your ability to transcend your knowledge, your skills, and your philosophy. I warn you now, I am here to test the very limits of your magical prowess. I will not pull any punches. Initiate, you have proven Fitzhume's assessment was completely wrong. I have no doubts as to your worth and your courage. I will inform the scholars of your success. They will entrust you with greater responsibilities. Arrivederci, until we meet again.
Well done, Initiate. I understand that Sirio was impressed with your proficiency and elegance of form. He believes you'll fit in well here. The knowledge now at your disposal is incomprehensibly vast. The Arcanum will expose a new layer of reality that lies behind all things. This spell is but a small token compared to those I hope to share with you in the future. It's a sad spell, but mostly for your enemies. You must visit often and keep me updated on your work, as I will keep you updated on mine. Together, we will advance the art of necromancy.
Oh dear. Judging by his foliage, Bartleby's condition certainly hasn't improved. In fact, he appears to be worse. You should speak to him and find out how he's feeling. And don't forget to use your bedside manners.
Oh, hello, Wizard. I know your name, but somehow it's escaping me right now. That happens more and more often these days. My trunk feels thick and dry. My branches droop, and my leaves have lost their healthy glow. I feel poor in body, mind, and spirit. What's happening to me? It seems like there's something I should remember, but it keeps escaping my memory. If I had my other eye, the eye of history, I think it would help, but I can't even remember what happened to it. Can you ask Merle Ambrose?
my favorite Ravenwood alumnus. I understand you've joined the Arcanum. I suspected you might wind up there. Talent such as yours. I wasn't able to say anything, of course. Everything with the Arcanum is always a secret. They prefer it that way, and it does seem wise. The Arcanum's work is crucial, however, especially with the revelation that old Cobb is actually Grandfather Spider. Such disquieting news. I won't pry into your affairs, but please don't be a stranger around here. After all, our younger students need mentors like you. But you're here about Bartleby, aren't you? His condition has grown worse, hasn't it? I just can't fathom why this is happening. Oh, he mentioned the Eye of History. Yes, he has been rather nostalgic lately. Oh, but perhaps the eye could help restore his health, too. Of course, we both know that it was Malistaire who stole Bartleby's eye, but we never learnt what he did with it, did we? Oh, an oversight to be sure. I suggest you go to the Death School and see Dworgin. Ask if he has any idea where Malistaire would have hidden it.
Why, hello there, Wizard! I'm so glad you decided to pay me a visit. I often use you as an example to inspire my younger students. You're looking for the Eye of History? Oh, I had hoped we'd finally put Malistaire to rest, but his story always seems to come back up again. No clues here at the school, but you might try Malistaire's house in Dark Cave. I don't think anyone's been in there since, well, a long time. One thing to know. After Sylvia's death, I think he did some remodeling. So, who knows what you might find in there. But, yeah, good luck. I have good news and bad.
Memories of tragedy and triumph wash over you as you enter the home of your former nemesis. Portraits and keepsakes remind you that this was not just Malistaire's house, but Sylvia Drake's as well. You feel an eerie sense of foreboding when you look at the door at the back of the hall. It's probably worth investigating. The back halls of the home have been transformed into a sanctum of undeath. They now smell of corpse candles and a deep, frustrated emptiness. It was into these chambers that Malastair came after Sylvia's death, first in mourning and later in madness. A dark spirit, appointed by the Master Necromancer to protect his work, still maintains its vigil. You must defeat it to proceed. With the Spectral Guardian defeated, you can now explore deeper into Malastair's sanctum. Across the room, you see Malastair's desk. Here he sat, feverishly searching old tomes for a way to bring Sylvia back. On the desk, open to the page where Malastair left it, lies what appears to be a journal. You should read it for clues. As you begin reading the journal, you can almost hear Malastair's voice.
My efforts to resurrect Sylvia have met no success, but I've heard of a mysterious group of scholars called the Cabal. They may know a way. This Cabal lives up to its reputation. They communicate through a masked agent who goes only by the initials G and D. Nervous as it makes me to deal with this Cabal, they claim to have the answers I seek. What choice do I have? I meet them tonight. In exchange for information, the Cabal demands I give them the Eye of History. They plan to take it to the world of Mirage. I know not why. I am conflicted. I fear what the Cabal's intentions in Mirage may be, but I've come too far to turn back now. I made the exchange. The secret to resurrecting Sylvia lies within an ancient tome known as the Croconomicon. To Crocotopia I go.
You close the journal and place it in your backpack. Headmaster Ambrose needs to see this.
So it's you, the headmaster's little pet. Been a long time, but I always knew we'd cross paths again. You've grown in power. I have too. My associates now make Ambrose look like a hedge wizard. Perhaps you've heard of the Cabal? They have agents everywhere, even Wizard City. After this, I'll be a full-fledged member. See, they detected an intruder here and sent me. That journal's not going anywhere. Neither are you. Here's how the Cabal fights. This one's just for you. You've really done it. You think you won here? You have no idea. You crossed the Cabal. Oh yeah, you'll hear from us again.
Ooh, Malister's journal. I shudder to think what insanity is expressed within these pages. Nonetheless, I will have to read it. Any clues regarding the Eye of History? The Cabal? I'm not familiar, but they sound dangerous. A shame Duncan has taken up with them. So the Cabal took the Eye to Mirage? That is very troubling. Probably no coincidence that Mirage is one of the world's spider mentioned. You should consult with your friends at the Arcanum. Perhaps they've heard of this Cabal. And, of course, you should visit Mirage, too. Before you go, however, see your friend Mallory near the Life School. She's very talented, but she seems unhappy. Perhaps you can cheer her up.
Well, if it isn't the most heroic celebrity wizard who ever lived. Seriously, you're all anyone talks about around here. I'm kind of sick of it. Ah, come on. You know I'm kidding, right? It's actually great to see you. I'm learning a lot at Ravenwood, but it's not like Polaris. Remember when we charged into the Sky Anchor and faced down the rat? Now that was living. I miss those days. Where are you off to now? Mirage? No way. Promise you'll tell me all about it. Cool. I can't wait. I'll be here. Don't be a stranger.
It's about time you returned, Initiate. You were supposed to check on the tree, not climb up in its branches and take a nap. Ione's been waiting to hear your report. I'd get in there right away if I were you. She's not exactly known for her patience.
Did I hear Fitzhume say I was impatient? I feel surprised. Do you think I lack patience? Never mind. We don't have time for that. What news from Grandfather Tree? He's worse. I see. The Eye of History? Taken to Mirage by the Cabal? Are you certain? I feel perplexed. Yes, I think I have heard of this Cabal, a group of dark wizards. Mysterious. You should go to Mirage, talk to Kisma.
Greetings, Initiate. You seek to travel to Mirage. Might I ask why? The Eye of History is there. If true, this might explain a great deal. You must understand, Mirage is a world of constant change, ever-shifting sands. But the last few years have seen a rash of massive sandstorms. More recently, there was a sandstorm of colossal proportions. During the storm, somehow the world door in Mirage was lost in the sands. You see, the sands of Mirage are unique. They're more than elements in a desert landscape. They are, quite literally, the sands of time. Thus, the world door is lost, not just in space, but in time as well. I believe, however, I've devised a way to reach it and to restore it. I have not yet pinpointed its exact location in the space-time continuum, but this portal can at least get you in the vicinity. Take the portal, find the Lost World door where it is buried, and use this charm to restore it to its proper time and place. Then return.
You pass through the portal and find yourself in a place unlike any you've seen before. Sand stretches to the horizon in all directions. Kisma said the world door would be close, but possibly buried in the sand. You'll have to search for it.
A wanderer appears in the desert from another time and another world, but with purpose. You seek to restore the world door. It is close, but you must discover the secret of the sands to reach it. The sands hide many secrets, but sometimes they can reveal them as well. Collect sand grains from the sand swirlers and return. Well done, wanderer. Now cast the sand grains into the chasm and see what is revealed.
You cast the sand grains into the chasm, and a bridge is revealed that will take you across. You sense that the world door is buried somewhere amid the dunes on the other side, but you aren't sure exactly where. As you reach the top of the dune, you finally see the world door, partially submerged in the sand. Only problem is it's guarded by a genie. With the genie defeated, you can now approach and use Kisma's charm to restore the world door. If the charm worked correctly, the world door should now be restored to its proper time and place. You can use the portal to return to Kisma.
You were gone some time. I trust you found the door and the charm worked as expected. Excellent. Now, you can travel to Mirage the proper way. Here is the key to the world door. Start by investigating this recent colossal sandstorm. As you know, Grandfather Spider is likely involved. Search for clues, but be patient and disciplined. The answers will come in time. I suspect they will lead you to the Eye of History as well. Take heed, however. Things in Mirage are often not as they seem, and allegiances shift like the sands. Stay strong, and report back soon.
Goodness gracious, if it isn't another intrepid adventurer! How marvelous! Come closer, dear, and let Birdie have a look at you. Oh my! You look simply fabulous! The fashions you wizards wear these days are breathtaking. You bring flair to our humble little world. Oh yes, such a treat. First, the world door reappears, and now all these sophisticated visitors. Oh, the nomad merchants would be thrilled. They would be, if they were here. Oh, but the tragedy. I can't keep up this facade. Who are you fooling, Birdie? Our shame is plain to see. Just look, it's an embarrassment. Caravan is supposed to be a colorful, thriving hub of activity, but instead it's an eyesore. A dead zone. I measured, I drew designs, I planned colors, I even staked out tent locations, but it remains horrifically vacant. Please, you must help us. See the solitary tent down there? It belongs to Santiago, the so-called tired nomad. He claims to be wise. Ask him if anything can be done.
Greetings, Wanderer. I am Santiago the Wise. Oh, Birdie told you? Wait, what did he say? The tired nomad? I am not tired. I am retired. I swear, I do not think the cat understands a word I've said. He still seems to think this whole thing is some kind of fashion show. No,
You see, I retired to keep watch over this crossroads, while the other nomads roam the desert. This place, Caravan, it is sacred. For centuries, when there is danger in the desert, this is where the nomads gather for safety. When the winds of change blow, they know to come. After this recent sandstorm, the winds of change began blowing, but the nomads have not come. I fear they have been held up on the road. I believe the winds brought you here to aid us, to find the nomads and shepherd them to safety. Go west, wanderer. Find nomads and aid them.
Please, traveler, if you be a good Samaritan, hear our plea. We would beg your assistance. We are trying to reach Caravan. After the sandstorm, we felt the winds of change, and we heard the pale genie's whispered warnings. These dreadful gulchers block our way, however. They appeared and began dive-bombing our group. Now my pack-man is too terrified to proceed.
Terrified? I'd call it smart. I'm bright yellow, the perfect target for those birds. Till they vacate those trees, I'll be staying right here.
This chronomancer traveling with us knows a way to dispel these foul creatures, but we need assistance to carry out his plan.
He speaks truly. The Gulchers are undead. Death is a function of time, and time is my specialty. Bring me Gulcher bones and I can dispel them.
Most excellent. Now perhaps we can get back onto the road. Who knows, though? You can bring a Pac-Man to pellet, but you can't make him eat.
Stand back.
Oh, that isn't going to work.
Whatever enchantment was used to manipulate time and reanimate the Gulchers, it is too strong for me to dispel. I am sorry, my friend.
I appreciate you making the effort. It is all right. When digging for water in the desert, you don't always find it on the first try. I have another idea. If we can draw the Gulchers out of the trees, I believe my Pac-Man will be willing to make a break for it. Up there, on the bluff, I noticed a nest. The mother Gulcher is there, tending to what she believes to be her eggs. Traveler, if you will go and challenge her, I suspect these Gulchers will fly to her aid, giving us a clear path.
You climb the path to the Gulcher's nest. Those look like rocks rather than eggs, but the mother Gulcher is fiercely protective nonetheless. other Gulchers flock to protect the nest. Hopefully you managed to draw the ones out of the trees. Let's go find out.
It worked like a charm, my friend. My Pac-Man seems to have recovered his courage, so we will soon be on our way.
A word first, if I may, Wizard. It's clear you are well versed in the mysteries of magic, but you are new to Mirage, yes? I shall explain. We chronomancers are recruited from all over Mirage to perform a sacred duty at the Chronoverge, maintaining the sands of time. Each grain of sand is a moment in the spiral's history. Mirage was once a lush world, but the sands of time have turned it into a desert.
The history lesson is fascinating, of course, and all of us in Mirage appreciate your service, Chronomancer, but perhaps another time. The way is clear now, and we should seize this moment to go to Caravan. Come see me when you get there, traveler.
Yes, of course. I must go west to search for a fellow chronomancer who's missing. I only wish to suggest you be careful. Farewell to you both.